few moments ago, Comcast Chairman and CEO Brian Roberts making comments on the streaming business at the Goldman Sachs Communacopia conference, which is virtual, saying that they are looking at, that is Comcast, new partnerships outside of the U.S. for Peacock. Of course, Peacock is the company streaming service. Roberts also saying that when it comes to streaming overall, as a potential threat to the good old-fashioned broadcast business, well, he says the internet is kind of more of a friend than a foe. All right, if you say so. Comcast still hasn't recovered from that significant drop it took last week when CFO Michael Cavanaugh gave people concerns about subscriber additions, essentially, in broadband, which is really the business here. It was down over 7% the day, came back a bit, but not much. It was over $60 stock.
Even though you pointed out that this happened last year this time.
No, it happened in 2017. 2017. But 4 years ago, almost identically
how's
to
the
the
stock
day.
done since 2017?
A guy named Strauss said the same thing Kavanaugh did at the same conference.
We work for Comcast, but
yes, you do.
This is not
You're bought and paid for, man. You are owned. Comcast.
That hurts.
It does?
I spent a lifetime not being owned. Now I'm owned by Toast behind me. I do these videos for the street, and Citadel, the name Citadel's behind me. I sent an email to Citadel today trying to get them to say that I am not an employee of Citadel. Now, David, listen to me.
I'm listening.
All I am doing is saying that Comcast did come back as a stock after they had this 2017 hiccup.
Oh, yes, without a doubt. And there really were not a lot of comments from Mr. Roberts in terms of trying to at least sort of say, wait a second, things got taken out of context, or...
Oh, you wanted him to clarify.
It didn't really happen. He talked, it was with John Waldron conducting the interview. He was the number 2 at Goldman Sachs. He's trying to, I don't know, man. He's busy with his day job, but then he tries to, be us.
Did you see who they've been interviewing? He
does interviews all the time.
Steve Buscemi the other day.
Yeah, he's interviewing everybody.
Steve Buscemi. I mean, Goldman's become kind of like the Ed Sullivan Show, or maybe...
Does Waldron have a job to do? We stop getting on our territory. All right.
I think he should stop.
Can we talk?
Will Frost's father,
yes,
at this point would have been David Frost. He would have been in charge of M&A, and he would be like saying, "Well, I'm in."
Yeah, exactly. I'm not going in trying to run Goldman Sachs.
I have the Queen of England I'm interviewing.
Real quickly on this topic of streaming, Disney did get hit yesterday after Chapek had comments at the same conference late yesterday, talking about, let's call it, headwinds. I mean, Disney Plus has, of course, exceeded every subscriber metric that more or less anybody had imagined for it some time back. But it's getting tougher, is at least what he said, in terms of, continuing to add at the same level. So he said in Q4, I think what you can expect to see is our global paid subs will increase low single-digit millions of subscribers versus Q3. But the core market sub growth, he did say, will continue both domestically and internationally.
Yes, it will.
But some headwinds.
Look, I think he gave the Bears something to chew on. Absolutely. I end up thinking that they will get indigestion. We've seen this many times before. The toughest line was right at the end when he was asked about dividend buyback, and he used the term sort of in the distant future we'll get that. I would not have said that. I would have said it's up. It will be on the table in a matter of time. I wouldn't have used the sort of in the distant future. That was kind of like the line sometimes when you go in the old days, and it was like you might be on in the distant future. That I wouldn't have said. I wouldn't have said.
Magic.
I would have talked about how the cruise ships are going.
Parks are back a little bit.
Yeah, the numbers were good, but no, he focused on the sort of the distant future. May the time not be distant, David.
Let's hope not.